Panelists who are joining us are Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist, Amitabh Tiwari, columnist and author, Rohan Gupta is national spokesperson of the Congress Party, and Tuhin Sinha is national spokesperson of the BJP. Rohan Gupta, let me start with you first. Even today, while campaigning in Rajasthan, the Prime Minister said the same old tactics of divide and rule, जात पात के नाम पे जो पाप कर रहे हैं और 60 साल से करते आ रहे हैं, उसी को दोहरा रहे हैं. So basically, the BJP's contention is you're bringing this caste census, dividing people along caste lines only because you do not have a counter to this unified narrative of Hindutva that the BJP and Mr. Modi represent. How do you respond to that, Rohan?
See, Zaka, this is really surprising. When Prime Minister himself says that he comes from OBC caste, then there is no jaat paat. When BJP says that Modi's surname is like Rahul Gandhi's statement against Modi is insult to OBC, then that is not Jat Paat. When Congress talks about Jitni Abadi Utna Adhikar, then it is Jat Paat. What are we saying? We are just simply saying that you just release the census data. You have seen Bihar, they have released the data, and when 84% of that data says that OBC, ST is there, when the population is more, they have to be given more rights. Where it is not question of Hindu-Muslim. It is about the intention of this government to impose their own style of working. If their intention is not bad and they are not against OBC, why they are afraid of releasing this census data? It is as simple as that. On Congress, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is raising this question. Even in Parliament, he told that if out of 90, only 3 secretaries are OBC, when they are almost 50% of population, obviously it is injustice. So we are raising pertinent questions. Why BJP, who has been doing OBC politics till now, is afraid of releasing this census? I think there is something, because what they say and what they do, there is a gap between these two, and this is one example of that.
So Rohan, very quickly before I go to Tuhin Sinha, the BJP's political counter to this is that of the MPs that they have, out of the 303 MPs that they have, 85 of them are from OBC communities. Out of the 1300 plus MLAs that they have across various state legislatures, again, more than 30% of them are OBCs. Like I said, the Prime Minister himself is the poster boy of OBCs. So then how do you politically counter this? Because in the Congress's list of MPs or MLAs, the OBCs are far less than as a proportion than the BJPs.
That is what I'm saying, Zaka. When OBCs have trusted Mr. Modi's statement that he is OBC Prime Minister, and now if OBCs are feeling that they are not getting justice, obviously BJP is going to be jittery. And that's why when Rahulji gave the data that out of 90, only 3 secretaries are OBC, that is in hand of government, right? When OBC MPs, MLAs are elected from BJP, it means that it is more responsibility of BJP to satisfy OBC expectations. And that is where they are failing. And that's why they are jittery now.
So, Tuhin Sinha, respond to this. The India Alliance is claiming, and Nitish Kumar said that today as well in a soundbite, that after the caste census was released, that the BJP and the NDA and the central government had consistently opposed this caste census. In fact, they had given in an affidavit to the Supreme Court as to why no state government should be allowed to carry a caste census, only the centre should be, and the centre was reluctant to carry out this caste census. Now that this data shows that 63% of Bihar's population is either extremely backward caste or other backward caste, then the proportion of reservation should be proportional to their share in the population. Jitni abadi, utni haq. How are you going to counter this? Tuhin.
Good evening, Zaka. Good evening, everybody. Well, prima facie, this caste census carried out by the Bihar government seems to be politically motivated, and until we clearly get to know the methodology employed by them, I think I would hold my comments until then. But fact is that history bears testimony to the fact that Congress has been the biggest enemy of the OBC community in India. Had they not delayed the implementation of the Mandal Commission report by 7 years, and had they not delayed the implementation of the Kaka Kelkar Commission report by a few decades, the OBC community would have been way better than what Rahul Gandhi, today blames us for. Today, if there are only 3 IAS officers in the central government, only and only the Congress governments are to blame. Now, as far as the caste census is concerned, our government has done more for the OBC community. We have passed the landmark OBC Act. Now, state governments have the exclusive right to decide who they want to include within the OBC community. This is something unprecedented. If you look at the schemes, Vishwakarma scheme, 30 lakh beneficiaries, those people who the previous governments never cared for. Carpenters, locksmiths. So I think there are other ways to empower the OBC community. As far as caste census is concerned, we have never been opposed to it. But in terms of administrative authenticity, we need to be convinced, because these are issues that will have great repercussions for the future of this country. Congress today is a degenerative, dystopian force which will never care for the future of our country.